Hey kids, I'm playing this game called Gunfire Reborn. It's a roguelike, so I hope you like playing the same shit over and over again, but it is also a looter shooter in early access. So basically it plays as if Hades cheated on day one launch Destiny and had a baby with Borderlands. You play as Murder Kitty at first, but more characters get unlocked as you level up, such as a Murder Puppy, a Krav Macaw, and Thunder Pussy, each with their own unique abilities, statistics, and skill sets. On top of this, you can also play up to 3 other friends, with the health and number of enemies scaling with the number of players in the game for that added difficulty flavor. There are 3 levels at the time of this video, each with several dungeons to explore, and each features different designs. You may find yourself in the classic narrow hallway murder fest, or a wide open room with various special challenges, or facing several waves of enemies in a survival type setting, but each level grants you a boon, which you can use to upgrade your character's unique abilities or improve elemental type damages. Each level culminates with a boss that kind of feels like raid bosses in various MMOs, with varying attacks and phases and mechanics to master and finally topple them. On top of this, there are optional rooms you can unlock on your journey called vaults. They have randomly generated rooms that can be similar to the combat areas, but they also have trap rooms for you to navigate, or platforming rooms to test your skills, or a combination of all of those, which really diversifies the experience for each run. Completing each of these grants other scrolls, which usually flat improvements and special statistics, usually with some kind of mechanics attached, like bonus damage when you land 3 crits in a row, or heal 1 hit point for every item you pick up, and it follows you throughout your run. These various power-ups, combined with randomly awarded weapons with randomly assigned bonuses that they call inscriptions, creates a very large number of builds and combinations for you to try out. The visuals and overall design feels like a weird cross between Fortnite and World of Warcraft, which in my opinion isn't really good or bad, but others might be turned on or turned off by it. The sound design is a little muted when it comes to the background music, but the combat and other audio cues are clear as day, which is the most important thing to me as far as I'm concerned, because landing critical hits and blowing up enemies all are incredibly satisfying. Speaking of the enemies, there's a widely diversified, and each presents their own behaviors, movesets, and strategies to beat them. All of these factors lead to an enjoyable experience, strategizing the best way to clear out a room while taking as little damage as possible, except for the camper pigeons. Fuck the camper pigeons. Overall, the game is a blast, especially when playing with others. It took me and my group a dozen or so attempts before we beat the current version of the game, but with it in early access, the developer roadmap has another world and final boss still to be added. How refreshing is it that a game has a clear roadmap that illustrates what content is coming and what the player can expect? My only real gripe with my experience was that the scrolls you pick up usually have a detriment to go with the bonus. Think deal more damage but take more damage kind of things. This would be fine with common or uncommon scroll drops, but I shouldn't be dealing with any negatives when I find a epic or legendary drop. And yet I feel the majority of those actually has those kind of trade-offs that I mentioned earlier, and that lessens the impact of finding them. At the end of the day, if you are a fan of roguelikes like Hades, but feel more at home with a first-person shooter, and not to mention it's budget-friendly considering it's only $11.99 on Steam, then Gunfire Reborn is a great addition to your library. I'd be able to do it if I had 3 dashes. Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh, I did do it.
Oh, dang. Go, bro. You did it! Yeah, boy! Woo! Holy Jesus! Oh my goodness.
Wonder how you do it solo.
Very carefully.
Wonder how you speed run solo.
Very quickly, but also carefully. Do I sense a run of destiny?
We'll see though. Boss has a habit of
Well, they died. Ooh, what do we have here? Oh, seriously? This long ass corridor for nothing? Nothing? Ah! Oh my god. Everyone's dead.
I'm on ad duty.
That was incredibly lucky. Almost down. Got him. Nice job.